So in that, we're going to install ROCm. This way you are able to continue using your old AMD GPUs with full support, or at least the supported version of ROCm. So a quick background is I was using Fedora 42. It came with ROCm, obviously supported my AMD Instinct MI60 GPU, has 32 gigs of HBM2 memory. Everything was working fine. I upgraded to Fedora 43. It comes with ROCm 6.4, which does not support my GPU. So I tried different things. Like, for example, I tried to use the GPU pass-through for KVM. That didn't work very well. In fact, it didn't work at all. So I tried Podman. I was having some issues, and I tried Distrobox, and that worked extremely well. So that's what I'm going to show you as well. But however, I have even better news. So I was getting some weird results with the ROCm 6.4, and what I didn't realize is that you know what? I'll explain that later tonight. Let's just focus on this tutorial today. So before we continue, quick reminder: I do a live stream every day at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can visit ojambo.com. You're free to join the live chat and post anything about programming or lifestyle topics. And as you can see, I have a link to the live stream. It says YouTube, but that's also multi-streaming to BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey at the same time. So you can join any of them and the live chats there and post anything you wish, based if it's programming or lifestyle topics. And of course, as usual, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments. It helps the channel grow. For example, a lot of the information, especially with AI stuff, has been inspired by obviously my own personal interests and by viewers just like you. All right, so let's go back to the tutorial. So as I was saying before, is Distrobox made it very easy to install ROCm, and I was just surprised how easy it was. Now, I'll show you. There's a little problem with ROCm. I'm talking about the AMD version, because for Linux they use Ubuntu. So for example, if you go to the images, it will say 5.5 gigs. So you can say, oh, 5.5 gigs, no big deal. It's not really 5.5 gigs. That's the highly compressed version. So when it's actually up and running, you're going to need close to 60 gigs. So make sure you have the space for that. I was just blown away. Like, whoa, that's a lot of space. So what I decided to do instead is I picked the terminal one. The terminal one is about 1 gig, and then when after it's installed, it takes up maybe around 5 gigs or so, which is more manageable. And obviously it's probably less, but I needed some other because it obviously doesn't have as many packages, so I need some packages. Overall, I think I got up to 10. That includes because I installed, I compiled llama.cpp, and I compiled stable-diffusion.cpp as well. All right. I gave a little preview last night as well. So it's you can use Distrobox to install Ubuntu 22.4 inside Fedora 43. So one thing that's also very nice about Distrobox is that I'm using GNOME 49. So what happens is it actually creates a shortcut as well. You can actually see it, so you can actually just click on the shortcut in the overview. I mean, I can't show you that because it's on the 4K monitor, but this is a 1080p, the one you guys are seeing right now. But it shows up there as well, so it's a quick reminder, which is great. So meaning that, for example, let's say there's an application you want that hasn't been updated, or maybe specific to a distribution. You can actually run that distribution in Distrobox, and then you can, it will show up on your regular system as just one application. So that's actually pretty fantastic as well. All right, so to install it, I'm on Fedora, as I said, so I use sudo dnf install Distrobox, and then you create a Distrobox, and then you can pick an image. It's very similar. It's actually, you should also have Podman. You guys already know I use Podman, so I already have Podman installed. You can also work with Docker. However, I have Podman, so that's what I'm going to use. and then you pick the one you want. For this case, you create the name you want. You see -n, that's for the name you want, and then the image itself is the you can. So what I'll tell you the mistakes I made. So the mistakes I made was that I used Fedora 43. That didn't 42. That didn't work. So what I did is instead I installed I used one of the images from the AMD ROCm from what's it called, Docker IO. I'll show you the link as well. So then what I did was then that way I was able to compile compile, I said, stable-diffusion.cpp for generating images and videos. I wasn't able to get any videos, but I was able to get images. And the other thing was obviously llama.cpp as well, using Vulkan as well. So right now in Distrobox, I do have a llama.cpp version working with Vulkan. Not Vulkan, ROCm. So I also got ROCm working on my main system. That's why I'm pretty excited, as you guys can tell. All right. So this will allow you to not have to downgrade your Fedora system. You can keep your main environment clean, run order customized ROCm versions for hardware compatibility, easy upgrade, remove, and recreate environment. So as you can see here, the one I actually decided to install was this one, ROCm Minimal. That is, it's a minimal one because it's just a terminal-based one, and I said I'm okay with doing terminal. And as you can see the screenshots, this is everything I did here, and this is a live stream. So for example, you play here. The one I actually decided, you see it's playing. So I'm just going to check all the live chats to make sure they're working. Last night, for some reason, 10 minutes to go in the live stream, the FFmpeg cut out. I think it's because I was doing some stuff. That's why I said I gotta be careful. I don't know why it cut out, because it wasn't using the GPU. I guess I ran out of memory. So that's one of those things I was telling you about Vulkan. So be careful. It uses a lot of memory for some odd reason. So okay. I'm checking BitChute. I'm not sure if BitChute is working here. Okay, BitChute is working. Great. I'm gonna check Rumble here as well. I need to do a refresh for Rumble. And yeah, Rumble seems to be working. Great. And finally, let's check up on Odyssey. It says starting soon. I don't know what's wrong with Odyssey, honestly. Come on, Odyssey, fix that problem. Okay, I need to refresh again and hit play. Okay, Odyssey is also working great, and obviously YouTube is working. All right, so the link to if you want to get the link, let me grab the link here and I'll show you. Did I make a mistake? Oh, looks like I made a mistake. Yeah, it is Docker. So what you do is you can, if we go, you know what, I'm going to open up a different browser here. Oops, I already have the browser open, sorry about that. I'm going to show you what I did, what image I decided to use. So you see hub.docker.com/ROCm/ROCm-terminal /tags. So this is the one I decided to pick, the terminal one, because they're much smaller. You can see they're 1 gig, right? So you can see, for example, this one is the latest one. Don't get that one if you're trying to get an older version. You see the 6.4. So the one I grabbed, you see the 6.3.4. So I know that one works with my. Oh, just a second. I have a call here. Hello, Edward speaking. Hi, Natasha. Yes. Yes. If it says sales temp, the sales temp is the exclusive price. Yeah. Okay. That's correct, yes.
When I change when I upload that document, it will start the exclusive sale on the day I upload it.
No, you still need to set the exclusive date, so that will be. I understand the question. I do not. I think you also have to set the date. I can't remember. That might be in the documentation. I can't remember. I believe it's based on the date. Because I think it's based on the date.
If we change to change the date individually,
Yeah.
it's going to be non-marriage.
Why don't you set the date in the filter? Put a date there, and then just change the prices in the CSV file. That's a quick workaround.
So and then set the discount. So the start and expiry date you change before downloading the CSV.
Well, you can do it anytime because that date is meant for you to change anytime. So you can change it in the CSV file, but because it will be using the old dates, then you can set the date there in the filter. Hello?
I thought the date in CSV.
Oh, no. I understand. Okay, so you're right. So what you should do is, I would set the date first in the filter. Make up a number like 0.1%. It doesn't really matter. And then the prices or the discounts would actually be in your CSV file.
So when I upload it, it's not going to make the business date that's
No. Because as I said before, there is no exclusive dates on the CSV file. Yeah.
So it's not going to change anything.
That's correct. Yeah. That's why I said that's a workaround.
Upload the pricing, correct?
So say again.
So that CSV is only going to upload the exclusive sale pricing.
That's correct. Yes. It doesn't have any. It doesn't have any dates. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. Bye. Sorry about that. I've had a lot of work today. All right. Where was I here? Yeah. So as I was saying is that you use. Where's my mouse? Use like at 6.34. Obviously, Fedora came with 6.31, but any of this 6.3 for my particular AMD Instinct MI60, which is same as MI50. That's the one I used. So they also, as I said, this one's a 1 gig, but after they have decompressed, they take up about maybe 5 gigs. So be aware of that. So for example, you see here, it's by AMD. So this is the official images. They're based on Ubuntu, by the way. And this is the terminal one. They also have others. If we go to ROCm here, there are others as well. You see they have like this one, the composable kernel. They all, I believe they're all based on Ubuntu. See, they have 91 different repositories. For example, there's other stuff they have in here, like what is it here? Like TensorFlow. They have. I see Ubuntu 24.7. If you look at this shows the size here. It doesn't show the size, but I'll show you guys. This is the dev one. These guys are huge. There's 24.04 and there's 22.0. I think there might even be a 20.04. So for example, if I click on this one, 24.04, you see the file size is 5.8 gigs. What I'm saying is that is compressed. When it decompresses, it's going to take up like over 50. For me, when it decompressed, it took up very close to 60 gigs. So I was like, whoa, that is way too big. And as you guys know, I'm a little bit constrained with space. So so I was like, that's ridiculous. I'm not just gonna. That's massively big. Obviously, that's for 7.1. So you have to go find the one that is, for example, you see 6.4. So you can pick what version you want. You see 7.1 is the latest. for 24.4. So clearly, if I wanted 6.3, I can't use this one, so I'd have to go back. And for example, this one 22. This one should have. Oh, this one doesn't have as well. So that's what I'm saying. You have to pick the one which has your version. So I believe that will be one of the others. So you just go find it, and then you can pick. I said this 4 pages. So just go pick which one you want. And you see there was a llama one there as well. Yeah. So just go pick which one. For example, if you look for 6.3, they do have them here as well. They're all based on Ubuntu. Just keep on going and you find it. Obviously, a little bit older. I think this one, ROCm build. This one, I think this in this one here. So if I click this one, 6.4. Yeah, you see, so then you can pick 6.3, and then this is the one that you download. You can also specify on the command line as well, and then it explains how to you just down. Although it says it's 2.2 gigs, that's I said it's gonna be like a 25-26 gigs. So just be aware of that as well. All right, I was able to find, I think, 2204. This is the one I installed, and I got rid of it because it got really massive. So I said I prefer the terminal. As you saw, it was 1 gig, and the problem with the terminal is you have to know what you're doing, because you have to install. I said you have to install some extra packages. So you have to be a little bit more knowledgeable. Of course, if you have the space, take that massive Ubuntu one, and even this one is pretty big. So there we go. So I don't need this anymore. I'm gonna get rid of it. Back to the terminal here. So again, let me actually, I should probably make this bigger because we're not doing anything else here. Make this bigger. Clean this up and clear. Okay, so if I type distro, so as I said before, on my system it's just sudo dnf install Distrobox. That's what I did to install it. On your distro, or if you're another some other type of operating system, find out how to install it. You can also, I believe there's a package, you can just a generic Linux package, you can also use that as well. So after it's been installed, then what I did was I just typed, I'll just paste this command for you. It's already there, but this is the command I used. Distrobox space create space hyphen image space ROCm hyphen terminal colon, and it says 6.3. I specify 6.3 because I know 6.3 supports my GPU, and then the name you can make up anything. Remember, that's a hyphen name or hyphen name, and then space whatever name you want. I thought it was based on Arch Linux, that's why I put Arch there, but it's not. That's what I did. So let's get rid of this. Let's clear again. And then if you type distrobox list, you see it shows up that this guy, you see last time I used it was 17 hours ago, so basically yesterday. Now the weird thing about this, I said podman is running underneath. So if I type podman ps-a, you see it's just podman. It's the same thing. However, distrobox is a more intuitive way of running, so you don't need like podman compose. Distrobox will do everything for you, and it's really nice. It's really nice to use for the command line. One of the best command line tools I've ever used. It makes the setup and everything even easier. I thought podman was easy. This one is more significantly easier. So all you have to do is type distrobox space enter, and then the name of your container. In this case, it's ROCm -minimal-arc, and then you see it will enter. So even if you pull the images, you think you're done. No, because it still has to install some basic packages and do all this stuff for you. So when you press enter, obviously that means podman. Basically, it's the same thing as podman start. So it automatically sets all this stuff up for you. Now, if let me make this a little bit smaller because I want to show you some things. If I type ROCm info, I guess gotta make it even smaller. It should have picked up my, yeah, you see here GFX 906. So it picked up the GPU, and as you can see, the GPU is also here, GFX 906. So it picked it up, GFX 906. This is the AMD Instinct GPU. So it did pick it up. And you see my system, in case you're wondering, I have the AMD 5600 GT with Radeon graphics. Obviously, the G stands for integrated graphics. Okay, now that we're here, one good thing about this one, because it's officially created by AMD, one of the things you'll notice every time I run this command on Fedora, it always has an error. But you see when I type ROCm -SMI, this time there's no error. And you see it found my GPU. I know this is the dedicated. Let me zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. So I know the one that's 42 degrees. You guys remember that 42 degrees? We know that's the dedicated one. Another reason we know it's a dedicated one, because you see the power here is 250 watts. 225. So that's the dedicated one. The other one is unsupported. That's the integrated one, and I clearly do not want to use that one at all for this stuff. So then you see, and it says end of ROCm SMI log. So this is something that I've not been able to get in Fedora. Even Fedora 42 always gives an error. So this means that we have our GPU and it's working. Remember last night there was some issues. I said I resolved all that stuff permanently. Yesterday, sorry. So we have the GPU. Now I said I also installed llama.cpp. I compiled it, and let's go test this out right now to see if it's actually working with the SD box. So if you remember, let me pull this up. Where is my, I don't have my file manager. I'll just show you something quickly here. If we go to the we go to the AI here, the AI folder. So what I did was let me make it bigger here so you guys can see. So this SD box here, this is the stable diffusion.cpp. This one is only for, when I call it box, it's because it's for the Distrobox. So if we go inside here, we go to the build, you see I already tested it. Obviously it's using Vulkan. I'm hoping it works now after I rebooted and everything. If it doesn't work, I'm going to check if there's a new version. I think this stable-diffusion .cpp is buggy, because it's giving me some black. It's only working with CPU. I think that it's a buggy version. Hopefully, I'm hoping there's a new version right now. If there's a new version, I can compile it and let it run. If not, I'll just go back a few days, because that one I know was working. I was able to generate video, able to generate obviously use Vulkan and ROCm as well inside the container, right? So let's generate an image here, and hopefully that does work. So I'm going to put this here on this side so you guys can see what's. I should maybe make this smaller. It doesn't really matter. All right. So your cd/n. See, one of the good thing is automatically mounts. It's like as if you're. The only difference, you're inside the Distrobox because you have this little thing here. But other than that, it's I said so much more intuitive. So I'm gonna set up I'll set up the cooler controller as well in a new. Let me actually go here. Oh, you see it automatically went to the /mount folder. That's great. So I'm gonna set up the cooler control just in case. It actually, I don't think I'll have time to do any video, and let's actually so here we go. So this is for my cooler control. Did I close it? Okay, I should not have closed it. That was not very smart. You know what, I'm not going to show you I'll show you this. Some of you guys might be new here, so I'll show you what's going on here. So the AMD Instinct MI60, it doesn't come with any cooling because it's a server. It's expected to be cooled by the server, so it's a server GPU. So what I did is I bought a 3D printed fan shroud with 40mm fan, so it blows right through it. That's how to cool it down. So this one here, you see it's 36 degrees. That's the integrated graphics. I don't care about that one. I mean, I do care about it. That's how I put in my display, my monitors and stuff, and audio and stuff like that. But I'm saying is that obviously I don't care about the Wi-Fi card. I mean, I do, because that's how I connect to internet. But you get my point. So the fan shroud is this one here. This one is System Fan 2. This one right here. You see, it's about 2%, just less than 3,000 RPMs. And even at that, it's at 42 degrees Celsius, which is fine. So what I usually do, just to prepare, I usually put this at 50, but I don't run it yet until so when this GPU temperature goes up, that's when I'll know that that the GPU is being used. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, just so you guys can see it. Yeah, that's good enough. All right, go back here. I'm going to run a simple command just to generate a cat. Oh, I need to go into the CD box here, CD box, and stable diffusion, and in the build folder. Yeah, there we go. So this is where I'm going to do it. I'm going to paste that command in there. I might have to recompile it. I'm going to see if it's going to use the GPU. Yeah, it's gonna. It's if I see VRAM, I don't see VRAM. Oh, I didn't even check the temperature. So if this temperature goes up, I'll know that it's using the GPU. Right now, it's it's VRAM. So when you see VRAM, that's clearly using. It can use the GPU, but this model usually it's pretty fast, so it might actually. The temperature might go up, but it probably stay below 50. So I might not even turn on I might not increase the RPMs on the fan. So the temperature actually go down. That is weird. Looks like it's still using the CPU. See, the CPU temperatures went up. Yeah, so you can see it says they detected the Radeon GFX 906, so that's the dedicated GPU. It's still on this. It's still using the CPU temps. So let's see what's going on here. It's never. I don't know why it's slow. I don't know why it's slow. It's usually much faster, even at 20 steps. Oh, it's almost done. So hopefully it's not a black image. What's the name of the image I called? Vulkan underscore test.png. Okay. Let's see if it's going to use the GPU. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Looks like it's finished. Is it a black image? Oh, looks like it's a black image. So I don't know what's going on there. So I think the problem, yes, it came out as a black image, but it does work. And I don't feel. Oh, you know what? Let's check to see if Leadjet has a new version. Let's see, Leadjet. I'm gonna go to their website and see if there's a new version. Oops, that's not the one I want. So you go here. If there's a new version, I can compile it quickly. If not, I will. Man, how do you? Is it here? Can I go? How do I quickly go to? Okay, how do they do this? Do I have to scroll? So it says, oh, it's the same one from, it says yesterday. I think that's the version I have. Let me see what time it was done yesterday. That looks like the one I installed. It says yesterday, so it looks like there's nothing new. Because I think I did compile in the morning, so it's the same one. I can recompile, but it doesn't make sense for me to recompile. So I will just wait a few days until there's a new. I think there should be a fix. So unfortunately, again, it's giving me black images. So, but anyway, so that's how you would run. You'd run the what do you call it? That's how you would run ROCm. And as you can see, I said it created another black image. So I don't know. I said I think that version is buggy. Something must have gone wrong. But hopefully I'll wait a few days for a fix and then I'll recompile. Although if not, I said I'll just go back to the old one. So that's Distrobox. And to exit, you simply just click exit here like that. You see it log you out. And then what you can do again, if I type podman space ps-a, you can see it's up. Right? So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to type Distrobox stop ROCm, and you see you click yes, so it's going to stop it. And if I type podman again, you see it says you've exited. So that's one good thing about that. If you want to remove it, it's you can use obviously podman. One of the fortunate things, it doesn't actually delete the image, or if you have to, I guess, use podman for that. So that is one. I'm saying I know how podman. You guys have seen me use podman several times. Now the fact that see, I'm back on the system now, right? If I type ROCm, I installed ROCm as well, just to show you here. It should also detect my, yeah, you see it also detected GFX 906. Now if I type ROCm -SMI, you can see it gives this error. It says aborted, right? You see that? That's what I'm saying. This is a Fedora specific error bug. I said this is the same problem with even in Fedora 42. However, strangely enough, it actually does work. So in order to get it to work, you just need to give it a slightly different command. So for example, you have to be if you're specific, it will work. So for example, instead of typing what I did, if I type, let me grab a command here. Where is it? Just a second. Come on, where is this command? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Sorry about that. You kidding me? I have so many of these commands. Give me a second. I have so many of these commands because I've been running this for days on. Looks like I can't find the command now. You've got to be kidding me. Where is that command to find the temperatures and all that? What? Am I crazy? Okay, let me do a search for it. ROCm SMI. Okay, here it is. Oh, there's I have a whole bunch of. So let me clear this just so that it doesn't mess it up. You see, if I put something like show me the usage, you see the log does work perfectly fine. Obviously, it's not being used right now. And another one is, as long as you specify something, it will work. For example, here, you can see it says it found 2 GPUs, right? The 12 one, that's the dedicated one. You see, and it found this one, which is the integrated one. As well, the integrated one, it always has a C. It says GFX 0C. The 9 GFX 906. That's a dedicated one. So that's how you know. So I'm saying, as long as you put something, it works fine. All right. So I'm gonna try this version. Let me see. Where am I right now? EWD. Oh, I'm in Edward. So if I just go to cd/mount/AI and go to stable diffusion. Oh, you know what? I have two stable diffusions. Let me show you guys here. If I go out of here, here, and here. This is you see this master one? That's a binary. So let's try the binary. SD master. It says Ubuntu, but you don't need to have Ubuntu. You can do something else. So you see here, when you extract it, it just has the two licenses for the GGML, and obviously stable-diffusion.cpp, and then you have the binary SD, and then it's a library. So it does work. So for example, that command I ran to generate video, not a video, an image, I can run it here as well. Let me see what command that was. Just want to show you the difference. If, let me clear this. It's going to go like that. Paste. Unfortunately, it's not finding Vulkan. I don't know how it was compiled. I think it was compiled using the just the yeah. See, it's only using RAM, so it's going to be slow. Oh no, it already failed. It already failed. So yeah, so I was right. That version definitely has some bugs in it. So what I should do is I should actually I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I will compile the previous. The previous one does work. So this one is clearly buggy. So I have confirmed it. This one is clearly buggy because inside Distrobox and also outside here, this is a binary. I didn't compile this one. I downloaded this one from there. You can see the number. You see 347710. That's the latest version. So this one is buggy. Okay, so let me get out of here. Where am I here? PWD. Yeah. So if I go to the one I compiled yesterday as well for the system, yes, I do have multiple versions. So we go here back to AI. Let's see, Stable Diffusion. This one here. We go to the build here. You can see I was able to get some things, but I said it's kind of buggy right now. And we go to the build. I did build this one with Vulkan. So I'm curious to see if it will actually work. It's definitely a Vulkan one, but I'm going to put test. I'm curious to see if it actually picks up Vulkan and stuff. If not, I said I will wait for a new version to come out because this one has some bugs in it. And why is it taking forever? It's actually pretty fast. So okay, this time it found the GPU. Great. Actually, let me check the temperatures. I shouldn't need to do anything, but come on, what is going on with the mouse here? Come on, why is the mouse not working? What is going on here? Okay, there we go. I was trying to go to the controller here so you can see. Oh yeah, see the GPU temperatures went up. You see it's 52 degrees there. And as I said, 52 is fine. I don't need to switch on the fan. I see it's 52, so meaning it's using the GPU. Oh, it finished. You see, I was right. I said it's really fast. You see, when it uses GPU, it's fast, just like that. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. That like when you see it found it. So I don't know if this one is black. If this one is black, I will definitely, for tonight's tutorial, I will revert back to a previous version. So let's look for Vulkan. Hopefully it's not a black image. It's a black image. We know something is wrong. So there's a combo test. Yeah, see, it came out fine. Remember, I put test, 3 of them. This is the image here, and you see how fast it was, right? So here it is. This is the image, and that's the result, as you can see here. So that's it. So using Distrobox, it can work. I have done it before. There's just a minor performance hit, but as I said, I found a way where you can get ROCm working on your just on your regular PC. So what I'm getting at is that don't worry about it. Even though Fedora 43 has 6.4, ROCm still does work. And I said I found out the trick yesterday. That was confirmed by somebody else, but that person was actually using ROCm 7.0. So the good news is that I'm guessing in spring, when Fedora 44 comes out, the most likely I'll probably be using ROCm 6.0 or 7.1. I will still be able to continue using this AMD Instinct MI60. So I was thinking, oh my god, do I have to get rid of it? Do I have to downgrade? You don't have to, it still works. As you just saw. You saw how quick that was, right? In a blink of an eye, I was able to generate this image right here. I'm going to try a video because I'm going to try to create a video because videos. So yes, let's do a video. I did recompile this yesterday, so I only used ROCm. So I'll show you how we recompiled it with that version, which seems buggy. So let me grab a. Let me try this one here. I'm gonna try the WebSocket. Paste it here. I'm just gonna put -test. Okay. Doesn't really matter here. Okay. So let's pay attention to the temperatures here. I don't know what it's doing. There we go. And even though it's 20, you see there's 20 steps, but because it's using the GPU, and I know it's using the GPU, you can see the temperature of the GPU is 57. That's getting up there a little bit there. Okay, that's okay. That is taking a little. That got a little bit high for my comfort. So I switched on the fan. And the image is already done, so I'm gonna switch off I'm gonna turn the fan down, the RPM. You see, it generated images really quick. That's what I was trying to say. When you use ROCm, it's way faster than Vulkan, CPU, and everything. As you can see, generate an image. This is test 06. So let's look for that. It should be somewhere. What do I call V? Somewhere in the V's. So. Okay, here we go, generated it. So I will show you what this looks like, and you see this is what it generated, right? And you can use a different model. I'm just using this model just because it was one that came with, I think when I installed, oh yeah, it's the one that came with Comfy UI. It's a Comfy UI model. So that's why I do use it, because it's small, that's why I like it. And you see, as I was saying, is that when you run this on your GPU, it will tell you F16. You can also this particular GPU does F32, F16, and Q8. That's its most efficient. So if I run a Q8, it would actually probably be even faster. But F16, I'm okay with that. So there we go. That's simple. Now I promised to let me try a video. I definitely will need the GPU. I want to do something pretty quickly. Do I have a test.avi here? Okay, I already have one, so I'll just make sure I rename that differently. Let me see here. I want to do something. Okay, here we go. I think that one takes forever, so I don't want to do that one. I want to do 5.b. That one's a little bit faster. And step 8. Okay, here this one should create a very small video. So I think when W. Oh, it did create something here, so I just need to rename it as well, just to make sure. I'm gonna put here test. Okay, then hit enter, and then as you guys can see here, more. Oops, shouldn't have clicked there. Wrong thing to click. System fan 2. Watch those temperatures. Okay. So watch those temperatures. If we scroll all the way up here, as you can see, the model, I did quantize it to 8. You can convert. That's one good thing about stable-diffusion.cpp. You can also convert them. So I did convert it here because I was having problems with Vulkan, and the WW tab wasn't specified. And you can see I just used the default stuff here. and you see it detected the ROCm device, and you see, this is what I was trying to say. It's able to do F32. Okay, the temperature is increasing here, so I'm gonna turn this guy on. This temperature here I'm watching. You see, it's able to do F32, F16, and Q8. So one of the reasons I use the Q8 is because it's more quantized, meaning that it's more efficiently packed. There might be a slight performance hit. I'm okay with that because you can use less, by using less VRAM, meaning that everything can be loaded inside the VRAM. So it should be much faster, and you see it actually finished much faster, but I made a mistake here. I said /output, so let me fix that. The output folder doesn't actually exist, so yeah, that was my mistake. So that's what I should have done. And it's a very small video. It's 216 by 216. Obviously, when you're using CUDA or ROCm, it will go much faster. So you can see it loads off. See, because I changed. Oh, this one is still. What is this one? Oh, this is not. I should have used the Q. That's what I'm saying. See, I can use Q8. Q8 will be. I said everything because the video is pretty small, 216 by 216. That can easily fit into the VRAM. But I'm saying is that what I should do is actually I should convert. I do have a one. I converted to Q8. Oh yeah, it's the next one. No, that was for another. That was another one, but I can convert that one as I think I did. And then it uses less VRAM. Everything can fit in VRAM, as you can see here. The buffer size is pretty small, so this should go much faster. Obviously, I also changed the number of steps to 8, so the video quality won't be as good because they recommend leaving 20 steps. But I wanted to just generate. I was just desperate when I was using Vulkan. I wanted it to be much faster. So, and you can see, so very low VRAM, obviously because the video. So the reason for that is because ROCm is very efficient in. It's very efficient in doing things much faster, so it can then dump it quicker as well than Vulkan. I realized it was very slow. So it finished. So I'm going to turn this down just to show you, and the video is right here. Remember we had test, 3 tests in it. So the video is right. Oh, what happened? The video changed again. Oh, wrong video. Oops, I played the wrong video. What happened to the video? Oh, here's the video right here. So I'll play that video again just in case people can't see it. It's very small. It's a very small video. It's just let me actually move this here so people in the small. So this is the video we created. You see the name is the same. Test. Let's play this video. I love how it plays in the middle. So this is the video, as you can see. I can't even remember what the prompt was. Oh, it's a lovely cut. And obviously, so there we go. So I got ROCm working again, even on unsupported GPU. So tonight, be sure to check out tonight because I'll show you how to get this running on unsupported GPUs as well. Of course, I'm using Fedora. Fedora makes things pretty easy. All right, so let's finish up this tutorial. I don't need this anymore, and neither do I need this anymore. So, if you need help installing or customizing ROCm, if you'd like one-on-one program tutorials or customized help installing, updating, or migrating ROCm, I'm available to assist. You can reach out to me directly through my contact page at ojambo.com/contact. All right, as I said before, quick reminder, I do a live stream every day. Hi, MD425. What's up, buddy? Thank you. Every day I simply go to ojambo.com. You can go to the watch menu, live summary. You can see topics for this and upcoming tutorials. You see, this is what we're doing today, tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. And I said tonight I'm also going to do a really fun tutorial where I show you how I got ROCm working again on my system, even though it's not supported. I mean ROCm. I'm talking about the AMD Instinct MI60 working. And also be sure to subscribe, like, follow and leave comments. That helps the channel. In that more viewers come in, they can post requests, and if they have any information to share, I'll share it back with you guys. As I said, a lot of the AI stuff I know some myself. Some of the stuff I did learn myself. Others was inspired by viewers, or they actually taught me. For example, ComfyUI. Okay, and also I have 3 other recommended resources before I let you guys go. I live in a cabin in the woods, far away from any major urban areas, so there's no internet and the cellular service is sporadic. So what I do is I got the SpaceX Starlink residential service, and I use it for high-speed internet. For example, downloading. You guys see me download stuff. Even today, just a few minutes ago, you guys heard me get a call from a customer, and the reason I'm able to do that is because I use Wi-Fi calling, so I'm able to send and receive, obviously, voice calls, text messages, including multimedia text messages. Thanks again for subscribing, MD. And yeah, so this is my referral link. If you're thinking of getting this service and you do get it, use my referral link, and you'll get a discount. So for example, if you're in Canada, you'll get the equipment for free. The equipment is pretty pricey. Like, I bought it just over 2 years ago, and I paid I got it in a discount, so I paid $350, which I thought was a great deal. But people before me, they were paying like over $1,000 in Canada. So use my referral link if you're thinking of getting the SpaceX Starlink residential service. You will get a discount no matter where you are in the world. The type of discount and its duration is based on your geographical location, but you will get a discount, and it will be significant. And this one is an affiliate link. So this is the Honeywell HeatBud personal ceramic heater. It's available on Amazon. It has a trip protection, meaning when it flips over, see the little guy there, it will turn off automatically. It has, as you can see there, it has off, low, and high. Low uses 170 watts, high uses 250 watts. So this little guy helped me save hundreds of dollars. I'm not joking. Like, for example, my first year here, I was paying $350 a month on propane, because propane is only used for heating, to heat the furnace and heat up, obviously, the house or the cabin. So it's extremely expensive because it has to be trucked in here. And then last year, in the coldest month, which was February, I only paid $250. So that was the highest I paid all the cold season, $250. The reason I saved $100 was because of this guy. So it's also known as a space heater, meaning it only heats up a certain amount of space, and that's what I want. Because, for example, you can imagine if I'm feeling cool, I switch on, I turn off the heat, it's going to heat up all the rooms because it's central. This dislikes, I can't emphasize that amount. I really dislike central heating and cooling because it heats up all the rooms, the crawl space, every single room, the kitchen, the washroom, everything, which doesn't make any sense. I want to be heated up. For example, like the bedroom. Why are the bedrooms being heated up when I'm not going to be there for, like probably 16 hours in the entire day? Right? It doesn't make any sense. But so this little guy, last winter I was able to set the temperature to 16 or 16.5, and then use this guy in the, for example, this little area where I'm working, and yeah, I was fine. Now this winter, this cold season, which actually started last month I didn't even use any heating at all. I just used this little guy. And then this month, on November 1st, I switched on the heating, but I set it to 15 degrees Celsius. So what I do is, if I need a little boost, I just switch this on low, and that should be fine. Now, obviously in winter, I might bump that up to about 16 or 16.5, but so far, I don't think I'll need it, because I'll give you an example. This week alone, we had a lot of snow, the temperature dropped to below zero, and I was able to be fine just in this little room, okay? So I expect I'll probably be fine. I said I might bump up 1 degree, but I should be fine. So what I want to do is I want to save another $100. I don't want to pay more than $150 a month ever for propane ever again. And I should be able to do that. I want to go even lower, but I won't be able to because of the carbon tax. Anywho, so that's my affiliate link. I'll get a commission if you do use it. if you purchase this and use my affiliate link. The last thing I'm gonna show today is this one. It's my novelette. It's called The Algorithmic Serpent. It's about a scientist who creates an AI system and loses his mind, so he has to regain control of his mind and the AI system. It's made by me. See my name right there, Eduardo Jambo. It's available on Amazon. This is the back. There's also an ebook version. See the pages there. There's also an ebook version. If you have Kindle Unlimited, you can get the ebook version for free. Both the paperback version and the ebook version, I made them as affordable as possible, so they are essentially at cost. This one obviously for printing and shipping, and the ebook version for storage costs. So pick them up if you can, if you have the means, and let me know what you think, because I wanna write more instead of just writing only programming books. I love writing. All right, and then if you wanna know more about me, I have a bio on all the articles that I created. I'm a freelance programmer, and then my book page on Amazon. And then the link is there, and then I have, if you need support, jamboservices.com, and if you want my courses, they are at jamboshop.com, and the link is right there as well. And then if you want to follow me as well, as I said before, this is multi-streaming right now to YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. You simply go to the bottom of the footer and you can see the links there, the Odyssey channel, Rumble channel, BitChute channel, and the YouTube channel. I might add others in the future if you wish, but those ones are the ones, because when I live stream, I live stream to all of them. So those are easiest way to follow me. And if you want to contact me, as I said, you can just go to jambo.com/contact. That's the best way to contact me. All right, so that's it. We'll see you guys tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern for the tutorial. Before I close off, I'm going to check the live chats. Okay, there's nothing in the BitChute, nothing in Rumble, nothing in Odyssey. And again, thank you very much, MD_425. Club back to you. See you guys tonight. Bye. Have a great day.